It's the Portland Riverhogs taking on the Dublin Celtic Tigers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Pacific Northwest and the bustling city of Portland, Oregon. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Dublin Celtic Tigers and the Portland Riverhogs. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Portland team entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. When you look at this defense, they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I love it. He ran a hitch route on 3rd and 6, and normally that's not deep enough to get your first down. I'd say he really ran a hitch plus to make sure he got the first down yardage. Really intelligent route running.
Yeah, because what do you say, hitches are normally 1 to 3?
Yeah, somewhere in the neighborhood. You just kind of come off the line of scrimmage and kind of show yourself to the quarterback and say, hey, here I am, present it. He went ahead and took it far enough downfield to make sure that they had enough yards to pick up the first down.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Here's a 2nd and 5. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. but we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's good to make it 7-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. When you look at this defense, they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Hands it off out of the gun. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped, and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll look to throw again. His pass caught at the 4. And he's brought down. An opportunity to get back to level after the fumble return touchdown. 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Riverhogs are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You think about the great receivers in the game, what do they have in common? The ability to create separation in their routes. Whether it's a head fake, a sharp cut, selling a different route, the subtle bump, it's a tough skill to teach. And this is well done here to get open and pick up the 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down, they'll run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. And our statistician, Ben Ramsauer, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss really in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now, because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme, come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again here, we'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he must be on the field at all times.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Here's 3rd and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Dublin with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And they'll run on the inside handoff. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Ooh, the juke. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And now off to the races down the right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one 28 yards on the ground. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the 2nd level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
Going right side here, and that's complete. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Looking to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this 1st half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a 1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. They'll set up to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll set the quarterback draw.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second down and a yard.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back to throw here.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Second and 5.
They're going to look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Back to throw now on first down. This will be caught inside the 10.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Riverhogs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half. And
I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. One more go for this offense in the first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Second and 1. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin with a rematch from Super Bowl 50 in Santa Clara, as it's the losers of that game, Carolina, who are heading west to take on Denver. And it's the Panthers who are out in front. Adam Thielen, a touchdown reception. From there, we head east to check out the Jets at home at MetLife Stadium. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Anthony Richardson, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bush. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Through the middle of the field. Touchdown. Jake Ferguson.
27 yards.
And the Riverhogs take a 3-touchdown lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Point after here coming up. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
This 2nd and 4.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd and 6. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This an easy one, 23-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's Brian Anger now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
2nd and 11.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. Now a throw here, hauled in. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal, a loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Dublin's offense now set to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he rifles one incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
2nd down and 6 now. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now 3rd down and 7.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Again, that's Watkins. And he's brought down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Portland, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Dublin, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.